Hello lovely friends from the internet, it is Connie over here, and today I have what I think is a very exciting video because I know that this was one of my favorite videos to watch when I didn't even make like videos or anything. I just would look up like my smoking history just to see like what people had smoked up until that point that we were recording the video. And anyway, I have done one of these videos, but I did it like 3 months after I started smoking, so my smoking history was like 2 packs, so it was very unentertaining and I was like, what is this? I just deleted it from my channel. And yesterday I spent like, I don't know, even 3 hours doing some research on everything that I have smoked and the opinions that I have, because most of the cigarettes that I smoked, I mean all of them, I have reviews on my channel, so I just rewatched all of my videos to see what my opinions on them were, and I'm just gonna be telling you guys like from start to finish all of the different cigarettes that I have tried 1.5 years after I started smoking. So yeah, it's been 1.5 years precisely since I started smoking, and yeah, this is everything that I have smoked so far. I hope I don't mess this up and I hope I can say all of them like clearly. So yeah, let's go, let's light it up. This is a Chesterfield original, by the way. So if I'm going to be looking down a lot, it's because I have my phone with my little document that I wrote about everything that I've smoked. But the first thing that I ever smoked were Chesterfield Blacks, because they were the cigarette that some girl at my college had, and I was like, yo, can I try one of those? And I just tried one of her Chesterfield Blacks, and I didn't really like the taste of cigarettes at this point. But Chesterfield Blacks were also the first cigarette pack that I bought for myself, because it was the only one that I already knew what it tasted like. So when it came to the point of me buying my first pack, it was a Chesterfield Black pack. So yeah, that was the first one that I've tried. Then, this is not lighting properly. Anyway, then I decided that I would not stick to Chesterfield Blacks because they didn't taste the best, and I felt like I wanted something a little bit different, I guess. So I went on the internet and I was like, what is the most smoked / most popular cigarette? So I went and bought a Malboro Red pack, and in the review that I made, I just said that it was really good. The flavor was way better than the Chesterfield Blacks, and I was like, yeah, this is the pack that I'm gonna be smoking forever. I only want Malboro Reds. So yeah, Malboro Red was my second pack. And mind you, in between packs, it's like a month, because I take around 3 weeks to a month to smoke a pack. So yeah, from the Chesterfield Black to the Malboro Red, it's a month, to the Malboro Red to the next is a month. So yeah, it's kind of like that. So after the Malboro Red, the one that I tried was Camel Blue, because this was the point where I had my channel and I was saying on my channel like, hey guys, I'm smoking Malboro Red, what do you recommend me trying next? And a lot of people were like, you need to try Camel Blue. And I grabbed my little body to the gas station. I was like, can I have Camel Blue? And I remember that it tasted very different from the Malboros and the Chesterfield that I had tried before, and it didn't burn my throat, which I realized that the Malboro Reds did. So I liked these a little bit more because they were softer, but flavor-wise, I liked the Malboro Reds more. But Camel Blues were my third pack. Oh my god, it's gonna take a while, by the way. Anyway, so next, I finished my pack of Camel Blue, and I was like, you know what, I like Malboro better because of the flavor, so I want to try another variant of the Malboro. So I remember I went into a little shop inside a mall that sold cigarettes, and I was like, so what variants of Malboros do you have? And she told me a bunch of them, and then she said Malboro Gold, and I thought that was the coolest name, and I was like, I want to try Malboro Golds. So then I bought Malboro Golds, and this was my favorite cigarette for a long time. I just remember they were very like light, they tasted very good. It was a very slimy taste on my mouth, like feeling. It just tasted super different from all of the other Malboros and Camels and whatever I had tried, and I was like in love with them. I was like, oh my god, I'm never smoking anything else. But my curiosity kind of is bigger than my will to only smoke 1 pack of cigarettes forever, so I kept trying them, but Malboro Golds was the next one that I had. After the Malboro Golds, oh my god, it came the first big disappointment. I decided I wanted to try something completely different, so I went into the gas station, I think, and I looked at the packs on the shelf, and I was like, what is something that I've never even heard of? And I saw Lucky Strike Reds, and I was like, Lucky Strike, what a cool name, you know, like Lucky Strike, damn, I want that, that's like luck. I don't know, I was very excited about the name, and I was like, I want Lucky Strikes, please give me the Lucky Strike Reds, I want to try them. On my review on my channel, I remember Daddy said, I don't remember actually, I have it written here, felt super chemical, I didn't like the taste, and I didn't like them in general, and it was a pain to have to smoke the whole pack because I didn't want to throw the pack away, and I knew from the first cigarette that I didn't like them, but I kept on smoking them, and I eventually smoked the whole pack. It took me like a month and a half, I think. I was really like, I don't want to smoke these, but yeah. Lucky Strike Reds were my first big disappointment. I don't know how I would remember all of this if I didn't write it down, so I'm very glad that I took the time to do this. But anyway, after Lucky Strikes, I was like, I want to go back to something that I kind of know already. So I knew I wanted to try either Malboros or Chesterfield again. So I decided that I would try another variant of the Chesterfield, also because it was something that it was being recommended on my channel a lot. So I was like, Chesterfield? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, there were some teenage boys passing by, and I'm kind of scared of teenage boys because I don't know, I'm talking alone, and I don't want them to interact with me. But anyway, after those Lucky Strike Reds, I was like, yeah, I want to try something that I kind of know already, and I went with the Chesterfield Blues because it was being really recommended. And what I wrote here was the smell felt nostalgic, and I remember this. I remember inhaling my first hit of Chesterfield Blues and just smelling them, and I was like, wow, I've smoked this before, but I haven't. And then I realized that I think that Chesterfield Blues was what my mom used to smoke when she smoked cigarettes back in the day, because the smell just felt super familiar, and I was like, wow, have I smoked this? But then I thought a little bit about it, and I was like, wow, wait, I think mom smoked this back in the day, and that's why I kind of remember it, you know. But I remember liking them, and even liking them more than Chesterfield Blacks, so I was like, wow, I think Chesterfield is a good brand, but I didn't think too much of them at this point. I was just like, yeah, I kind of like Chesterfield Blues, but I want to try something else, because this was not like my favorite cigarette. I didn't think of it as like, wow, it's super good. It was like, okay, I need to relight this. So after the Chesterfield Blues, I wanted to go with another blue cigarette, so I tried the Winston Blues. And I remember that I didn't really like Winston Blues because they felt very hard to pull for some reason. I don't know if that specific pack that I had was like old, stale, expired, something like that. I have no clue. But I remember that those cigarettes felt super hard to pull, and I didn't really like them. But I still wanted to give Winston another chance. So after the Winston Blues, I tried the Winston Reds, and this was the strongest cigarette that I think I have ever had in my life. I remember that they tasted like the blues, but they burnt my throat so much that I was like, wow, Winston Red is the most powerful cigarette I've ever had. I don't know what was up, but I was like, damn, I don't know if I like this. This is way too harsh. And I think that's when I started to realize that maybe red cigarettes are not my favorite, just because they are very harsh and they burnt my throat, they burnt my tongue. I don't know, I didn't really like them, so I was like, do I really like red cigarettes? I didn't know anymore at this point. Even after thinking that, after the Winston Reds, I decided to go back to the Malboro Reds, which were a cigarette that I knew I already really liked. But this time I decided to try the Malboro Red 100s, which is the like thinner, like bigger ones, you know? And I really enjoyed them because I only smoke one cigarette a day, right? So having a longer cigarette was my first experience of smoking a cigarette for a longer period of time, because it was bigger, you know? So I was like, wow, maybe 100 cigarettes, like the 100s, are the ones that are the best for me, because, I don't know, they are just bigger, so I can have a bigger smoking experience, like a longer smoking experience. That's what I was trying to say. Damn, this Chesterfield Original, nothing compares to this cigarette, but anyway, I'll get there eventually. So after the Malboro Red 100s, I was kind of tired of the mainstream cigarettes, and I decided I wanted to go into a gas station and be like, yo, I have smoked this and this and this. Do you have something that doesn't really sell? Do you have something that is kind of different that I've never even heard of? And they were like, we have West Red Originals. And I was like, West Red? What is that? I had never heard of West Red. And they just sold me a pack and I decided to try it. And everyone on my Instagram, I posted a photo of this West Red original pack. And everyone was like, that is so bad. That is a really bad cigarette. It's really cheap. Like, it's not really good. I honestly don't even remember smoking them, but what I wrote here was cheapest cigarette I bought. It was like €4.50, which was the cheapest I had ever seen. The cheapest after that, I think, was €4.80 for Chesterfield Blues. I'm not sure, but it tasted like black Chesterfield Black apparently, and it kind of smelled like a cigar. I remember this. It smelled like a cigar for some reason. It was really weird. It was a normal looking cigarette, you know, cork style filter, white paper, normal cigarette, but I feel like it smelled like a cigar, and I was like, wow, that is weird. I have never smoked a cigar, but I've been around people who smoked a cigar, so I know what it smells like. I just don't know what it tastes like, but it just tasted like a normal red cigarette with a weird cigar taste smell. So yeah, I didn't really pay too much attention to the West Originals. It was like one of those forgettable cigarettes. You smoke one of them and then you're like, okay. But I had the whole pack, so I had to smoke the whole pack because I was not about to throw it away. And next, we have my second biggest disappointment, which were the Malboro Silver Blues. It was a cigarette that I tried after the Chesterfield Originals because I was like, wow, Malboro Silver Blue, it's like a light Malboro, it should be really good, you know, like it has all the potential to be a really good cigarette. And I tried them and they tasted so bad. They felt super chemical. I could not stand the taste of them, the smell of them, the feeling like of smoking them. I hated it. I completely hated it. And that was the first pack that I considered just throwing away and not smoking. But I still smoked a couple cigarettes of it, you know, and then all of a sudden I lost the pack. I have no clue where it is. It was almost full and I just lost it. I swear on my life that I didn't throw it away. I just completely lost the pack, and until this day I have no clue where it is. And I'm very glad about it, you know, because it was a terrible cigarette. I really did not like it at all, and I'm happy that the world stepped up and it was like, you know, I'm just gonna hide this from you. I'm gonna make it be lost, be gone, and you don't have to smoke any more of these. And I was like, thank you, because I really didn't enjoy them. I don't really know what was up with Malboro Silver Blues, but up until this day, I still make fun of them. I still think they are the worst cigarette I've ever tried, and I still believe it's the only cigarette I'm never gonna buy again because it was like that bad, you know. But anyway, after Malboro Silver Lights, I was kind of traumatized of light cigarettes. So I wanted to go back to a red cigarette because I wanted to just give them another chance, you know? I was like, yeah, let's give red cigarettes another chance because this light thing is not working with me. Like Malboro Silver Blues were terrible. I just want a red. I wanted something strong. So I decided to go with the L&M Red, and I wrote here, tasted very strong. I like the flavor, but it burnt a little too much. I remember that I really liked the flavor of L&M Reds, but that the burning sensation on my throat was way too harsh for me to let it pass, you know? So although I really liked the flavor, I was like, I don't really like this burning sensation, so this is probably one of those that I'm not really gonna buy anymore, but if someone gives me one L&M Red, I'm gonna smoke it. Contrary to the Malboro Silver Blue, if someone gives me a Malboro Silver Blue, I'm like, no, you smoke this, I don't want this, please take this out of my face. I don't know. I have a problem with Malboro Silver Blues that I maybe should talk to someone about, just fix it. I don't know, I'm kidding, like it's not that deep. But after the L&M Red, I was like, I want to try another variant of the Chesterfield. And a lot of people on my channel were recommending Chesterfield Red, and I was like, all right, you know, another red cigarette, maybe it's gonna be really good. So I went to the gas station and I was like, do you have Chesterfield Reds? And they gave me a pack, not this one, but they gave me a pack of Chesterfield Original, and they said, this is just Chesterfield Red, you know, take this. It was a soft pack of Chesterfield Original, and I remember I smoked them and I was like, wow, what is this cigarette? How has not many people recommended this to me? I think one person recommended Chesterfield Red Original to me. And I was just in love, you know, the amount of smoke was perfect. It didn't burn my throat. The buzz was marvelous, fabulous, magnificent. I don't have words to describe it. The smoke was like good quality. It was thick. It was kind of gray to the white. It was perfect to doing tricks. And I was like, wow, I think I'm in love. I think I found my favorite cigarette. And this was the first cigarette that I didn't hesitate to go buy another pack of, because Chesterfield Originals just hold such a special place in my heart. I don't know, they taste so good to me. The amount of smoke is so beautiful. They don't burn. I feel like I could cry right now of how happy I am that Chesterfield Originals exist. But yeah, Chesterfield Originals were the last cigarette that I tried, apart from the soft pack of Malboro Red that I had before I bought this pack. Like it's just Malboro Red, but it was in a soft pack, so it's the same cigarette, the packaging is different, you know. But yeah, Chesterfield Originals were the last cigarette I've ever tried, and I am super happy with them. I don't know, I don't think any cigarette will ever surpass my love for Chesterfield Originals. But yeah, doing a recap, so my first was Chesterfield Blacks, and then Malboro Red, then Camel Blue, then Malboro Gold, then Lucky Strike Red, then Chesterfield Blue, Winston Blue, Winston Red, Malboro Red 100, West Original, Malboro Silver Blue, L&M Red, and Chesterfield Originals. So in the 1.5 years that I have been smoking, I tried 13 different packs. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a good number. It's not too much, it's not too little. I don't know. For me, it's a good number. But yeah, my most hated cigarette from all of these, you can say at home, Malboro Silver Blue. Yeah, good job. And the one that I love the most, Chesterfield Original. I don't know what cigarette will ever be better than Chesterfield Original. You can try and suggest something in the comments. I doubt something is going to be better, but I am very open to trying new things, you know. But yeah, 13 packs of cigarettes in 1.5 years. There you go. That is my, wow, smoking history. It's way better than the stupid little video I tried recording 3 months after I started smoking, where I was like, yeah guys, I've tried 3 packs, and then the video was over now, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not too much, I guess. But yeah, I'm really happy with the amount that I was able to try, because I don't smoke much, but I still have the objective of trying a lot of different cigarettes, just because, I don't know, I like trying new things, you know. So yeah, I am happy, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, Chesterfield Originals, remember that name, all right? Next time you go to the gas station to get your next pack, just remember that name. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back very soon. Bye!